When it comes to living in New York City, the Bronx often stands out as a vibrant and diverse borough. With its unique charm, from its rich culture, heritage, to its affordable housing options, the Bronx offers a distinct living experience. However, like any other neighborhood, it has its own set of pros and cons that can either potentially help a resident consider should they move there or maybe they shouldn't. So in this video, we're going to dive into talking about the Bronx, BX. So quick disclaimer, I am not from the Bronx. So my views are from an outside point of view. I've lived in Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. Sadly, Bronx and Manhattan, haven't been there, but I have been to the Bronx a lot, so I'm going to tell you an outsider's point of view. If you're from the BX, please don't take it personal. This is just my opinion. My name is Malcolm Marcel, aka Mr. Marcel, and I'm a licensed loan officer that's here to help you. My team and I get calls and emails, faxes, letters every day. Okay, maybe no faxes or letters, but we get calls and text messages and emails every day from people just like you who are looking for help on making their move to New York. And guess what? We absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in the description below, and we can help you make a smooth move to New York. So we're going to jump straight into it, and let's talk about the pros. Number one, affordability. One of the major advantages of living in the Bronx is it's relatively way more affordable than any other borough, especially when it comes to housing. The options compared to Long Island, especially New York City. Well, we're not even going to talk about Long Island. You're talking about New York. You're talking about Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island. The Bronx has one of the most affordable options. So if you want to be a part of the Big Apple and say you're part of the 5 boroughs and not hit the outskirts like Long Island, Suffolk, Nassau, all that, or even further up, then the Bronx is probably going to be somewhere where you want to start at. Whether you're looking to rent an apartment or purchase a home, the Bronx provides a wide range of choices at a way more affordable option that can be very attractive to people on a budget. Number 2, culture diversity. The Bronx is a melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities with vibrant and diverse community with a wide array of authentic restaurants, culture events, and festivals. Residents can immerse themselves in various traditions and create a rich and dynamic living environment. Number 3, green spaces. Despite being a part of the bustling New York City, the metropolitan area, the Bronx actually has a lot more green spaces than I even believed. I was really shocked when I actually did some research. One place that I think rivals it would have to definitely be Queens. There is a lot of green spaces in the Bronx. For example, you have parks such as the Bronx Zoo, the New York Botanical Gardens actually there, and the Pelham Bay Park. Don't quote me on that. I believe it is in the Bronx. Could be a little wrong. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. These are just a few examples of the borough's green haven, providing residents with an ample amount of opportunities for outdoor activities and living. Number 4. This goes for any part of New York really, but the transportation access. Living in the Bronx offers excellent transportation options with numerous subway lines, buses, and major highways connecting the borough to all other boroughs in different parts of New York State. Not just New York City, New York State. The accessibility makes commuting to work or exploring the city actually very convenient and efficient. Now we're going to talk about the cons. Like I said, these are my opinions. You could probably add your own things if you actually live in the Bronx. Might be little nuances that I missed, but those are my highlights for the Bronx. Now, my cons. 1, limited nightlife when you compare it to other boroughs. So if you're comparing the Bronx to Long Island, the nightlife in the Bronx might be a little better, depending on what part of Long Island you're at. But if you're comparing it to other boroughs such as Manhattan or Brooklyn, the nightlife isn't the same. It's not the pop-in location. No one goes to, hey, I'm going to go to the Bronx to go to a club. Wait, the Bronx? Why would you go there? The clubs in Brooklyn or Manhattan. Even some clubs in Queens. Queens is not starting to pull up a little nightlife activity. All right? Now, the Bronx has a very limited nightlife scene. Fewer entertainment options than Queens or the other boroughs, while there are local bars and venues seeking some kind of entertainment. So you'll find something, but it's nowhere near as cool as uppity up. Is that even a word? I don't even know. It's nowhere as popping, as the kids would say, as the other boroughs. Number 2, for the cons. Now, this is just my opinion. Like I said, I don't live in the Bronx. But the perceived safety or public safety concerns, the Bronx, it has, or it tends to have in certain areas, more or higher crime. So, in the past, the Bronx has had a reputation for being a little less safe than other neighborhoods in New York City. While crime rates have significantly decreased in recent years, it is important to research your neighborhood very carefully. And that goes for any part of New York. Anywhere you're moving to, not, even if it's outside New York, please check the crime statistics and check to see how safe your neighborhood is. Now, in the Bronx, it tends to be a little more different. And if you're from New York, you know what I'm saying. Just do your own research. The Bronx is its own. Sometimes we, people from New York, we claim the Bronx as, its own little place. Like, the Bronx is the Bronx. It's its own place. The water there is just different. The people there sometimes are different. Like, in New York, we talk fast and they're a little more aggressive. In the Bronx, they can be a lot more aggressive. But that's just my opinion as an outsider. If you're from the Bronx, you might be like, no, Malcolm, in Queens, you guys are weird. Or you could say in Brooklyn, you guys are weird. But the Bronx is definitely different. Now, anywhere you go in New York, please do your own research and check the crime statistics and make sure you're finding or you choose safer neighborhoods to bring your family into. You don't want to go into a high crime area, and unless you know that beforehand, and that's just what you want to do. You found a really good deal and you're like, hey, I'm revitalizing, butcher that word a little bit, the neighborhood, so I'm looking for an area to rejuvenate and stuff like that, and turn a high crime neighborhood to a good neighborhood, or a neighborhood with less crime. But do your research. Number 3. So there is a lot of transportation, but once again, you're in New York. So commute times, depending on where your workplace or desired destination that you're commuting from or to, you're dealing with the city. So it's going to be difficult versus other parts of New York City. It can also be difficult, time-consuming. You're going to be dealing with longer travel times, and it's just something that you might want to consider, especially if you're planning like a daily routine, or if you're like going on a date night or doing a trip and you're taking the subway. You have to understand that the commute times are going to be long. You're dealing with New York City, and we have a lot of people, like 8 billion people. Whoa, sorry. Yeah, it's about 8 billion people. 8 billion? Or was it 8 million? I think it might have been 8 million. It's a shit ton of people. Ooh, shouldn't have said that. Blow that out. But yeah, I think it's about 8 million people live in New York City. So a lot of people. It's a small per square capital. Number 4, limited shopping options. While the Bronx has numerous local shops and markets, it may not offer some variety of abundance of shopping. And if that's what your thing is, you're gonna have to go outside the borough to go find better malls or better shopping stores. It all depends on what you like. Some people don't really care for shopping. Living in the Bronx provides a unique experience within a vibrant landscape of New York City, from its affordable housing options to its rich culture, heritage neighborhood. The Bronx offers diverse communities, diverse people, it's a diverse area. It's different. You're gonna find people from all over backgrounds and all different cultures. You're also gonna have great access to green space. However, it is essential to always consider other factors such as the safety, such as limited nightlife, such as the commuting times, and make sure when you're deciding where to live, you check everything. What I do with my clients is, once we help you get the loan, the realtor that we work with, or realtor, whatever one, is going to show you around different boroughs so you can get a feel of what feels right for you. Because some parts of the Bronx, you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know this was the Bronx. And that's where any area, some parts of Queens, you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know this was Queens. So it doesn't matter where you're looking, it has its pros and cons. Hopefully this gave you a little insight into the Bronx and it's making you turn that wheel like, oh my God, it is cheaper, it could be more affordable. Maybe I should start looking into it. And as I said before, if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, my team and I are more than happy to help you. All of our information is in the description below. Shoot us a text or send us an email, and we're looking forward to helping you. Number 3, green spaces. Now, despite being a part of the bustling metropolitan and limited nightlife, the Bronx, especially, let me rewind that.